All right, so first, life changers. Bruce Maglio, that's actually my dad, so he's leading the pack. Amanda, Aubrey, Melissa, Ashley, Lindsay, Heather, Sarah, Henry, which is Pam's husband, Catherine, Valentina. Do I say that, or is it It's Valentina?
It's Valentina. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Kayla, Sabrina, and Monica have all helped at least one person this month. Amanda has helped 3 people. Aubrey has helped Melissa, and Ashley. And Ashley, actually, did you hit Success Club today? You're muted.
I'm talking muted. I think so. I thought I got an email, but I haven't gone back on. We just put Tommy to sleep, and that's why I look so crazy too, is I'm still sick. So I'm trying to like get myself back in gear. But I think that I have one cart that went out and she purchased it. So
okay, and just so you guys know, when I get this Monday morning, and so if anything happens on Monday and you ever have helped someone and I don't say your name, let us know in the chat. And right now, let us know, what is your goal for this week? Because you don't want to say, I'm going to help 3 people and hit Success Club by the end of the month, but you want to be setting a goal every single week. So you are pushing every single week. And especially right now with the retreat coming up, with the end of the year hustle, you want to make sure that you are out there and inviting. Volume leadership board. Aubrey is the leader for Volume this week. Next up, Beat Your Best is Ashley and Monica. So Ashley helped her most people and had her highest volume last month, so she'll be getting the medals. And then Monica had her highest volume last month as well. So those two have, and if anyone in your downlines, I got an email for my specific downline and just realized if you're not in my downline, I wouldn't have gotten it. So let us know, but for sure these two will be getting a medal for beating their best this past month. And then next up, top pushers of the week. So you guys, something that we want to start doing as a team is just really recognizing people who are going above and beyond in their business and helping more people, showing up, and also just being really excited about this. You guys have an amazing opportunity in front of you, and it's something that you should have fun with and you should enjoy doing. Yes, there's times that you're not going to want to log into your cell phone or you're not going to want to share, but pushing through on those days, you have something that can change every single part of your life. And that's what you always have to focus on, is what you're doing now is going to be is going to build where you're headed. So we have Krista, who Monica jumped on a phone call with today, and she is going to be set to go diamond, and she knows exactly what she's doing to make it happen. So we are super excited for her, super proud of her, and she has been working her butt off, you guys. And she is also someone who does not give up, even when she feels like, man, it's taking too long, or I'm doing all the things and I'm not seeing it as quickly as I want. She pushes through and keeps going. Next up, we have Danny. She is in the hospital right now. I believe she's on this call as well. But you guys, from her hospital bed, she has been getting on the Zooms, obviously not working out, but getting on, doing her gratitude, doing her personal development, checking in the threads, sharing her journey, and inviting people into it. Life is going to happen. And if you put your business on hold every time life happens, you're never going to have a solid business. So just always remember, lean into our team when you're going through those times, because we can be your support system that helps you get through those times. Aubrey is the next one. Aubrey has been freaking crushing it in her business. She gets up every single morning. And if you guys don't know Aubrey, her husband works a ton of hours. So she has both kids. She's also a realtor and super busy. And she has been rocking her mornings every single morning. Like, she doesn't miss. She's on there no matter what time. Like, I know when I click my computer on, she's going to be either just getting on or already on. So she is so consistent. And she also went into the Rise conference this weekend, this past weekend in Charleston, which is a time that you are growing your mindset. You are learning from all these top speakers, and she was fully invested in that. And it's going to help her in her business and just help her be a better human as well. And then next we have Ashley. Ashley is another one who is freaking crushing it. Her son was in the hospital this past weekend, and she got home from the hospital and still went and sent invites. And she got sick as well, and she's still getting up and still sending invites. And she is pushing through the struggles and just showing up regardless. And I want you guys all to know every single day that you show up in your business, you're moving it forward. So on those days that you don't want to, those are the days that make you a top coach or not a top coach, is pushing through on that day. Because the people who don't are the people that won't see the success that they're hoping for in this business. So shout out to all of you guys who have really rocked this past week, and we are super proud of you guys all. And last thing, New Orleans Summit is July 15th through the 19th. Share in the chat if you have gotten your ticket already. If you guys don't know what this is our big conference that we have every year. The coach that you were following might have been there last year, which was in Indiana. I couldn't think.
The last 2 years.
The last 2 years have been Indiana. Before that, it was in Nashville. So we have been in New Orleans as well, and we're going back there this year. So we are so excited. It is a time to grow with the team, have drinks, have fun, go out, do tons of training and learning and team bonding. And it's just a really, really awesome experience. You don't want to miss out. If you help 3 people for your first 3 months in the business, you get a free ticket to come to the conference. If you haven't, that's totally okay. You're able to still buy a ticket, and the sooner you buy it, the cheaper they're going to be. So make it a priority. One of the things that I hear all the time is, well, I don't know because it's so far away. I have no freaking clue what my life's going to be like ever. But as soon as those tickets open up, I buy mine every single weekend at Summit. If they go on sale that day, we buy it that day. I can't predict what's going to happen, but as a business owner, I know I need to get to that event, and I know it's going to help me grow and bond with my team. So make it a priority if you're a business builder, and put it on your calendar and plan to be there with us. And now Monica is going to take it over.
Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. So like Jessie said, you guys, if you don't have your Coach Summit ticket yet, go get it. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Go get it. It is life-changing. Holy moly. So this Coach Summit was my first basically event ever that I went to. And I actually missed my first summit because I was so nervous, not knowing anybody. I didn't have a team of my own. And I honestly didn't even request off work because I was I don't really have to go to Summit, whatever, right? But then I went and I was what the heck was I thinking? Summit was life-changing. So if you don't have your Coach Summit ticket yet, go get it today. It is amazing. So I just wanted to piggyback off that, Jessie. So tonight I am talking about my method of inviting. And you guys, I've gone through a ton of trial and error in my business. I am all about trial and error. I'm constantly failing forward. I don't have it all figured out, but I'm going to share with you guys how I have not missed Success Club in the past, I want to say 14 months. I know I just hit Success Club All-Star Legend this past a few months ago. So I have not missed Success Club in over a year. And that means I earned my free trip to Punta Cana this year. Unbelievable. I never in a million years thought that this could happen to me. So I'm going with a few of you guys who have earned this trip, and I get to bring my significant other, which is so amazing. And it's just incredible. And it goes to show what helping 3 people each month can really lead to. You guys, a free vacation for you and a +1. How incredible is that? Anyway, so I first started off with the hashtag method. And to be honest with you, hashtags did not work for me. I had the hardest time finding people using the hashtag method. So whether it's using I don't know, hashtag Nordstrom or hashtag living my best life or hashtag, whatever hashtags you're using, I was using them to find people. And it took me so long to actually find people. So tonight I'm going to be talking about my new up and coming inviting method. What I do to grow my following organically. I don't use a third party app. And how this method has led me to not miss Success Club in the past year. So I'm going to share my screen. And you guys, do not judge. I'm a hot mess today. I went to the grocery store. It was snowing. It was freezing out. I got stuck in crazy traffic. I was coming home. I was I need to create a PowerPoint. I'm freaking out. And I'm not tech savvy at all. So whenever people tell me I can't be a coach on this team because I don't know technology, I'm I don't know technology. I literally came up with this PowerPoint in 20 minutes. So bear with me. It's not fancy. It's not beautiful, but I'm a visual learner myself. So I am, I created this for you guys. All right. I'm going to share my screen. Nothing fancy here. Literally nothing fancy. All right. So like I said, I'm going to be talking about how I expand my network, how I connect, and how I invite. All right, so this is, I'm going to start off with brand new coaches. If you are a brand new coach and if you have not done this yet, my recommendation to you is to start inviting your warm market. Don't dive into your cold market right away. Take it one step at a time, or else you're going to feel confused. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel what the heck am I supposed to be doing? So if you haven't done this yet, start inviting your warm market. Your warm market is your friends, your family, your coworkers, your neighbor, your friends of friends, your acquaintances. So people that you personally know on some kind of level. And then next, if you have not done this yet, make a list of 100 people and ask them to go get fit and healthy with you. So start off with 100 people. We all know 100 people, you guys. Like I said, whether it's your friends, your family, acquaintances, people that you just have met at some point in your life, personally, make a list and then ask them to join you. And you may ask, Monica, what do you mean by ask them? What do you say? It's literally as simple as, hey girl, I don't know if you saw my recent post, but I'm recently starting my journey as an online health and fitness coach. Would you be interested in working on some goals together? It would be so fun to cheer each other on while holding one another accountable. Let me know and I'll send you the details. And also, you guys, if you have not made and this is for new coaches, if you have not made your coming out post yet, go do that, because obviously when you send this person this invite, you want them to come look at your page and see that you're a brand new coach, that you're starting your own journey, and you want them to join you. Because if you send them an invite and you have nothing posted on your Instagram, they're going to be what the heck are you talking about? So first, start with your coming out post, start tracking your journey on social media, and then invite 100 people, or make a list of 100 people. You don't have to invite all of them right away, but just start off with making a list of 100 and inviting at least 10 a day to just join you in getting fit and healthy. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't get in your own head, because I know that we all have a tendency of doing that, including myself. You guys, as a brand new coach, I was so overwhelmed and freaking out. I'm how do I talk to people? What do I even say? It's literally as simple as, hey, I don't know if you saw, but I'm getting fit and healthy. I started this new workout program. I'm loving it. Would you like to work on this with me for extra accountability? We can cheer each other on. Literally that simple. All right. So for more seasoned coaches or coaches that have been coaches for a while now, and you're well, Monica, I have already gone through my warm market. What do I do now? You're going to go through your cold market. And by cold market, that basically means people that you don't know, you've never met them before, literally going out and talking to random people. I know it's scary, but once you start talking to your cold market, honestly, over time, it gets easier and easier. I can say being in this business now for almost 2 years, now I send messages no problem. I love talking to strangers. I literally am obsessed with it. But in the beginning, I'm saying I was terrified, and now it gets so much easier as time goes on, and you just gain that confidence. So like I said earlier, hashtags didn't work well for me. Trial and error is how I've grown my following. Literally, I tried a million different ways. Nothing really worked until I got to what I'm going to share with you right now. So how I have grown my following. So right now, all I do is I find a blogger, whether it's like fashion related, lifestyle, home decor. I stay away from like you don't want to find like a fitness blogger or someone like fitness related, because you don't want to really attract, I don't know, I'm thinking personally that like maybe those people are going to be like a lot of Beachbody coaches will be following those pages. I don't know, but I tend to stay away from anything fitness related because I want to attract the people that need the help, that need a fitness program to follow. So what I do is I find a blogger, like I said, fashion, lifestyle, home decor. You know, if you're a mom, you can like find like a mom blog, and I just make sure that I vibe with them, and then I go to their following, because obviously, like if I'm digging their, you know, the blogger that I'm following, I'm like, I'm loving your vibe, like you're my kind of girl. I'm going to be assuming that the followers that are following this blogger are going to be my kind of girls. Like I'm going to want to connect with them. So I start by going through the blogger's followers, and I just kind of like filter through and see like, you know, who's following them. I'll click on the person following them. And then the first thing I'm going to notice is their profile picture. I'm going to see what kind of bio they have, and then I'm going to take a look at their photos. So obviously like you can tell by a profile pic. So if like you're a mom or a new mom or a mom of 4, you can see that like in the profile picture, it's like a mom who has like kids, or if they're like someone like my age, I can tell like they're, you know, they're in their profile picture. Maybe they're just like out having a drink. Maybe they have a glass of champagne in their hand. Y'all know I love my champagne. So like you're my vibe already. So you can tell a lot by their profile picture. And then obviously you're going to look in their bio, because I feel like in their bio, you can tell they can like either say like, you know, new mom, or I don't know, Chicago girl, or they love to run marathons. Like whatever their bio says, you can really connect with that on a different level and see if that's going to be your person. Some people don't even have anything in their bio, and that is okay. And then obviously you're going to take like a browse at their photos and see what they're all about. Then what I do is the 3-2-1 method. And the 3-2-1 method, I like 3 photos, I comment on 2, and then what I do is I go ahead and follow them. And the 3-2-1 method has worked so well for me. This is literally like, I'm telling you guys right now, like this, everything that's written down here, this is how I have like literally found all of the people that have joined my team, whether it's joining a boot camp, whether it's joining my team as a coach. This is the method that I have been following for, I want to say like 9 months. And then what I do after loving on them and then following them, I send them an invite immediately after following them. You guys may be thinking, all right, Monica, well, that's gross. Like you're cold inviting them. I'm not about cold invites. Me personally, and everyone has their own method of inviting. I just wanted to share with you guys what's working for me. I don't believe that it's cold inviting when I am loving on them. I obviously like came to their page. I'm seeing what they're all about. I'm loving on them. I'm like saying like, girl, and by loving on them, I'm not just sending them like cute sweater or you're so pretty. I like go into detail. Like recently I followed this one girl that also lives in Chicago, and she went to my favorite restaurant in Chicago. It's called Bavette's. And she tagged her location in the photo was Bavette's, and I commented on the picture like, oh my God, girl, I freaking love Bavette's. I go there all the time for date night or, you know, for any kind of celebration. And by the way, you look absolutely stunning. Like something like that, something that adds some, you know, it has more meaning to it than just like cute sweater girl, you know? And you may be thinking like, girl, like that's like a cold invite. I personally don't think it's a cold invite, because I'm connecting with them. I'm showing them love. A cold invite to me is if someone is set on private and I send them an invite like, oh girl, like you should join my team as a coach. That's a cold invite to me, because I have like, I don't know anything about them. I haven't shown them any love. I haven't shown them that I have taken any kind of interest in their life, and I'm still sending them an invite. You know what I mean? So when I'm going with this method, I am showing them that like interest. I am taking interest on their page and seeing and showing them like, hey girl, you're totally my vibe. I think you need to join my team. So I personally don't feel like it's a cold invite. You can invite any kind of way you feel comfortable with. I just know for me, I would want to be invited just like straight to the point. Like, girl, love your vibe. Have you ever considered being like an online health and fitness influencer? Instead of like someone slipping into my DMs being like, oh my gosh, I love your dog. Like, she's so cute. And then I'd be like, oh, thanks so much. And then they like instantly ask me to join them to do something. Okay, well, you just like invited me, or you just started a conversation with me to invite me to something. You know what I mean? But like I said, you can invite any sort of way that you would want to be invited to. I always tell my coaches that. Invite how you would want to be invited to. So if this seems like not your jam, then don't invite this way. You can build relationships first, and that is 100% okay. Or if you don't feel like sending them an invite right away, what you can do, what I have done as well in the past, is of course trial and error, always try new things. I also slip into their DMs by responding to an Instagram story. And I will literally, if they have something in their stories, I'll watch their stories and I'll respond to it being like, I don't know, let's say if they're going out, like, oh my gosh, girl, I love your outfit. You look gorgeous. Where did you get that dress? And that opens it up for like even more conversation. And then, you know, I can eventually invite them, but that's another way of sending them an invite. But Monica, what does your invite look like? So when I invite with this 3-2-1 method, I say, and this is actually something I started new too, is I call them, or in the invite, I mention their name. So instead of being like, hey girl, because like, you know how they say hey girl messages, I started just like looking in their Instagram and seeing like what their name is, and I'll add their name in the invite. So it sounds more genuine. I mean, it is genuine, but I want them to like see like, hey, I'm talking to you, Amy, not just like, hey girl, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll say, hey Amy, I totally went nuts on liking your photos. And then I always like put in a bunch of them, like smiley face emojis. Love your feed, girl. This may seem totally random, but I wanted to stop by and ask if you ever considered being a social media influencer. I'm partnered with a health and fitness company called Team Beachbody, and we basically just represent a healthy, active, balanced lifestyle by doing the awesome workout programs we offer. And we use our social media platforms to share our life's journey and inspire others to join us. It's been an amazing way to hold myself accountable. I got into the best shape of my life, and I've been able to help so many women get fit and healthy while earning an additional stream of income. Let me know if you'd like to learn more about it. I'd love to chat. Look forward to hearing back from you, girl. So this invite may look to you like, Monica, that's like so much information at once. Don't you think that's word vomiting? Like I said before, lots of trial and error. I've changed my script multiple times, and this one I've been using for the past like month or so, and I have gotten a lot of response to it. So I follow the 3-2-1 method. I follow them and I send them this message. And like I said, obviously make it your own. You know, you're gonna add your own personality to it. But I always have like a ton of emojis, like face, like smiley faces in there. And I just kind of talk how I would talk in real life. And I have a more detailed invite because I want to get straight to the point, not just like, hey, Amy, love your vibe. Have you ever considered being an online health and fitness influencer? I add all this information so they know that I'm partnered with Beachbody, that I'm working on myself first, and I'm providing an outlet for other women to be able to get in fit and healthy with me. And this is how I earn an additional stream of income. I prefer to just like give them the information right away. I mean, this is like the shortest I could possibly keep it. And like I said, I've tried lots of different ways. I've tried it like short, sweet, to the point without adding all this additional information. But this is how I've gotten a lot of responses back. Now I'm going to talk to you about my day-to-day invite method, like literally when I sit down. Monica, what do you do when you crush your power hour? So first things first, I add about 50 to 60 people to my network each day, every single day. Sometimes I'll even go for like 100 people a day if I'm literally watching Grey's Anatomy on the couch and I'm like mindlessly like scrolling social media. And you guys, I don't mindlessly scroll anymore. I will literally like start adding to my network. That's not mindlessly scrolling to me. So I'll add 50 to 60 people to my network each day following that method I just showed you guys. So I'll go to a blogger's Instagram, someone that I'm like vibing with. I'll go to their followers, and that's how I'll find the 50 to 60 people. And then I invite about 40 a day with that script. And I'm saying 40 a day roughly because usually Instagram will block you. As we all know, Instagram blocks us. So I invite about 40 people a day with this script until it blocks me. And then like maybe I'll send like 20 more like before bed. And then I also, so when Instagram blocks me, that's when I'll go into the people that are following me. And I'll also invite about 20 people a day to those people to my virtual boot camp. And you guys, this is how I never run out of people to invite, because I invite everyone each month to my boot camp that's following me. Like literally everyone that's following me in my virtual, or I'm sorry, in my like, blah, blah, blah. Can't talk right now. Everyone that's following me on Instagram, like my followers, I will start from the top of my followers list and I'll work my way down. I have like 4,000 something followers. And I will invite every single one of them every single month to my boot camp. And you may be thinking, Monica, that's very overwhelming for a lot of people to get like 10 messages from you to your boot camp. And a lot of them don't even respond each month, right? I obviously change up my script to my boot camp every single month. But I have found that when I send my followers message, like the invites to my boot camp every single month. So like, let's say during the summer, it was like my summer shred boot camp. Hey girl, I'm enrolling for my summer shred boot camp. I'm going to be working on some health and fitness goals with my accountability group. Let me know if you'd like to hear the details. No big if you're not interested, just wanted to invite you. That's my like summer shred boot camp. Then next month, it was like my fall into fitness boot camp. Now it's my No Excuse November boot camp. So at this point, I've already sent them like 4 invites to my boot camp every month. And don't worry, you guys, it says seen. Like they are reading my messages, but they're not responding. But let me tell you, the 5th or 6th time that I get to them, they will respond. It's happened every single month. Every single month, at least like 10 people will come through and be like, you know what, I am interested in hearing the details. Thank you so much for not giving up on me. Like even though I've been ghosting you. They will literally say that. They know that I see that they've seen the message and I still invite them. Because I know what we have to offer is life-changing, and like I'm going to keep on inviting you until I die or either one of us dies. Like you die or I die, you're getting a message from me every single month. So, you know, like I said, like once I get blocked when I'm inviting to like the coaching opportunity through my cold invites. And I don't technically think they're cold inviting. That's just my opinion. I don't think it is. But like when I'm inviting those people that are not following me back and I get blocked, that's when I go to my actual followers that are following me. And of course, I'll go through the people that are watching my stories. I'll invite them to my boot camp. But I literally start from my followers and I'll go through like 30 people each day and send them an invite to my boot camp every month. And that is how I have never missed Success Club. Like that is it. That is like the madness, or the method to my madness. Is that the saying? That's the method to my madness. Like there's nothing special about it. I just like invite like a boss, like unapologetically. Like I'm not scared if you block me. I'm not scared if I know you, because I know people need this and they just need to join, and they will join eventually. I've had people that I have invited like in my followers who have ghosted me like 7 invites in a row. And then here I go, creeping into their invites yet again. And they join me that month after 8 invites that they have ghosted me on. But they're inviting me for a reason, or they're following me for a reason, right? So like, of course I'm going to keep on inviting you. Trying to like, where am I?
Monica, since we're on the topic,
Yeah.
Oh, Jesse answered. But I guess since you're doing the call right now, whenever you're following up with someone that's ghosted you, how do you word that follow-up?
You're saying like to my coaching invite or my boot camp invite?
I guess either somebody that's you've invited and you've seen that they've seen it and they've ghosted you. So whichever one you want to talk about. That's the question.
So if I have sent them an invite to my boot camp and they like consistently have ghosted me, like literally like 6 times in a row, I'm not going to like follow up with them. I'm going to actually touch on how I follow up with the people that like I reach out to about the coaching opportunity. But as for like my boot camp, I will just reach out to them every single month. If I have sent them like 6 invites and it says seen, and they have never once responded back to me, I'm not going to like follow up with them and be like, hey girl, are you seeing my messages? Like, I'm just going to like slip into their DMs the next month until they have said to me, I want more information. I'm not going to like follow up with them and be like, hey girl, like, where are you? I know you're seeing my messages, you know, but the second that they do respond though, and they say, I want more info, is when I follow up like a mad woman. The second they give me the okay, like, all right, I'm interested, like even just to hear like some details, like even if they like are still skeptical or whatever, I follow up like a mad woman. And I'm going to show you guys how I do that. Aubrey, can I talk about my follow-up method?
Yes.
Okay.
That was good.
Awesome. So next thing is this is also new to me too, like, but this has worked for me. I started off with like a pen and paper method. That's how I track people. And a lot of people are pen and paper people, but I started off that way and I just kind of like was a hot mess with like flipping through my pages, and I'm just like a very disorganized person anyway. So I need some kind of structure in my life. If this is my only structure, let it be. God bless, because I'm not an organized person, which gives me major anxiety. But so I use, hold on, I don't think I have anything else after this, but I use Google Calendar as my follow-up method. And Google Calendar is basically like a calendar, but you can like put it like, so when you pull up Google Calendar on your computer, or if you haven't, this is all for iPhones, by the way. It's just basically a calendar, and you can like input like a schedule in your like day to day. So it's essentially like a planner. And this is where I put in like people that either respond to me. So let me backtrack here for a second. So the only people that I add into my Google Calendar, so essentially like my planner, is people that actually respond to me. So when I send out invites to the people that I'm following, that I find through those like bloggers and, you know, friends of friends, like the people that I'm trying to like find to be on my team, I will start tracking them once they respond to me. So obviously not everybody's going to respond to me. That is 100% okay. That's the nature of the business. But the second I send that script that I had just shared with you guys, like, hey girl, or hey Amy, I love your vibe. Have you ever considered being an online health and fitness influencer? If they respond to that and say, yes girl, I want more information, I am going to put in their Instagram handle into my Google Calendar. And so let's say, what day is it today? It's November 11th. So let's say today I send an invite, November 11th, and this girl says, I want more info. I'm going to be going into my Google Calendar, and I'm going to write down, let's say Amy _571. That's her Instagram handle, let's just say. I'm going to put Amy _571 on November 13th. I'm literally just going to put her under November 13th, just her Instagram handle. Just as a reminder, when I like check my Google Calendar every single day, who am I going to follow up with today? She's on there because she asked me for more information 2 days ago. And then let's say I November 13th comes and I follow up with Amy 371. And I'll say like, hey girl, like, so what do you think? I had sent her over the information already, and she still doesn't respond. November 13th, I'm going to move her to November 15th. So 3 days later. So if you guys see what I'm doing here, even though she's not responding to me, she asked me for more information November 11th. I just keep on moving her down every 2-3 days. Does that make any sense? And then November, 18th, when she's still not responding, I'm going to probably move her down to like November 25th, like a week later or 2 weeks later. And then I'm going to keep on following up with her until the day I die. Like literally, that's my follow-up method. Hold on. I'm going to follow up with you till the day I die. So, and then what I do then, let's just say like Amy never gets back to me. She asked me for more information. She still has never got back to me. What I'm going to do at the end of the month, or like maybe in like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm just going to shoot her an invite to my boot camp. Maybe she was overwhelmed at this point with all the information about coaching, and she just got scared and was like, I'm overwhelmed with information, or I actually don't know if this is for me. I'm going to just send her an invite to my boot camp, and it's going to look something like this. Hey girl, I know we chatted about coaching. You showed interest. I don't mean to be blowing you up. And of course I always make it like light, and like, I don't want to put any pressure on her. So I make the situation very light and playful. So I'll say, hey girl, I know you showed interest in the coaching opportunity. Maybe it's not for you right now, but maybe you would be interested in hearing about my virtual boot camp and see it, you know, and hear a little bit about that. And maybe you'd like to work on some health and fitness goals before diving into coaching. That's exactly how I first got started. Let me know if you'd like to hear the details. And that's it. Like, that is it. I think like for me, it's just all about like following up with people till the day I die. And that's how I hit Success Club every single month. I know a lot of like coaches and newer coaches, seasoned coaches, a lot of coaches just feel like they don't want to be a bother for people. They don't want to be annoying people. But like what we have to offer is amazing. And keep in mind too, people are busy. Just because they don't respond to you or they see seen in your message and you're like, oh crap, they saw seen. They think I'm annoying now. They hate me. They're never going to respond back to me. Like, no, they're probably driving in their car with their toddlers and like, they're just busy. Like they just don't, they mentally respond to you, because I know that's how I am. I literally get people that want to hear more about the coaching opportunity, and I like am in the middle of something and I forget to respond to them. Like, how dare I? But like, life happens. Like, you get busy, right? So like, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, that's okay. Just put them on your follow-up list. For me, to wrap this up, I use Google Calendar, and Google Calendar for me has been like a huge game changer. I know a lot of people and coaches use like the pen and paper method. I even have the Rise journal, which has been amazing. But I don't know, for me, like the Google Calendar is like easy for me to track people when I'm supposed to follow up them. I literally look at like a little date, and I have a whole pipeline of people I need to follow up with. And that's it. Do you guys have any questions? Let me see the chat. Yeah, Jesse, I would rather talk to strangers too. I'd rather cold invite all day long. I don't care.
Mom, can I have a question?
Yes.
So, why do you find that it's like you're having more success with inviting to coaching, doing the 3-2-1, versus like inviting the people that are following you to coaching? Why do you invite to your boot camps with people who are following you?
Probably because my followers have been following me for a while. And then like when I do like, when I add to my network, like 60 people a day, a lot of them like end up following me back. Like, I don't know, I'm not saying a lot of them follow me back, but like a good amount follow me back. Let's just say like, even like 5 to 10 a day, or like 5 a day, let's say. And then those people that I send coaching invites to, they'll probably say like, not right now, no, thank you. So obviously like those followers that are following me, I have already invited them to the coaching opportunity. And that's how I've accumulated more followers, because I have already invited them to the coaching opportunity. So then each month when I'm inviting to my boot camp, I just start off in my followers, because they have already said no to coaching at one point or another. So then I just like invite them to my boot camp. And a lot of times they're like, yeah, actually that sounds awesome. Can you send me the details? Because they said no to coaching, but like, you know, what happens is that they join a boot camp, they fall in love with it, and they become coaches. So that's just like that's why I invite them to my boot camp. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. How are you feeling?
Kind of rough day, but
I just gotta say, you are a freaking boss, babe. Like, I'm seriously so proud of you. Like, I have goosebumps right now, just like looking at you and showing up for a team call from the hospital bed. Like, are you joking me right now?
thank you.
Goals, baby, goals.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else have any questions? I'm like looking at the chat. You guys, I am an open book. Ask me anything.
Pam typed a question in there.
Who does?
Pam typed one in there, I think. Didn't you, Pam?
531 new people you follow, or only when you invite? I do the 531, or it's the 321. I feel like I don't want to like blow people up too much, so I do like 321, but like quality comments. So I do that when I'm like actually following them. So I'll do the 321, follow them, and send them an invite right away. Does that make sense?
So, yeah, so the 50 people you're adding to your network each day are also the 50 people that you're inviting.
Correct. Yes. And then I also do add people, I forgot to touch on this earlier, I do add people that are on private. And I know a lot of people are, because a lot of people are on private, and at first I would ignore those people and I would just like move on. But a lot of the people that are on private, they actually do follow me back. And that's when, like, I mean, I don't track them right away, because like what I do, because it gets overwhelming, like just thinking about tracking all the people that I just followed. So I don't track them. I only track people that respond to me. And those are the people that get plugged into my Google Calendar. And then I know you're probably thinking, Monica, like you're going to accumulate 10,000 friggin' people you're following. What the heck do you do then? Every like 2 weeks, I go to the Cleaner app and I unfollow people that are not following me back. And that's like how I get rid of those people, because, you know, that gets overwhelming. But I give those people like 2 weeks to follow me back, if that makes sense. But I do the 3-2-1 method right when I'm inviting them. All right. Well, I'm sorry. Right when I follow them and I invite them, just to show them that I'm like loving on their page. I want them to like notice me, that I'm like going crazy on their stuff. And then when I sneak into their DMs and I send them an invite, they're like, actually, a lot of the times they'll respond back to me like, haha, I did notice all the love on my page. Thank you so much. And either they'll tell me like, yeah, send me more information, or no, thank you. But like, even when they do respond, no, thank you, I'm still adding them into my Google Calendar, because they're going to get an invite to my boot camp in 3 weeks, or like whenever I like want to invite them to my boot camp. Just because they say no, it's not a no, right? It's not no forever. It's a no right now. 99% of the coaches that join my team are like, no thanks. Kathy, you hear me, girl? Sarah, these girls literally ghosted me. They're on this call right now. And like, it's just so funny because they ghosted me, and I would follow up like a freaking mad woman, because that's what we do. So like, never give up or think that like you're being annoying, because you're not. Like, the more you show up in someone's DMs, the more like they're like, dang, this girl is thinking about me. This girl like wants me on her team this bad. Like, holy crap. Like, yeah, she's being persistent AF, but you know, maybe I'm special. Like, maybe then you're like, wheels start turning. Like, maybe I should be on her team. You know, like, why does she keep on reaching out to me? Because a lot of multi-level marketing companies, how many times do we get those messages? They come into our DMs, they invite you, and then they never come back, because you're just like a number to them, you know? Like, they don't actually like take any interest in your page. They don't love on your stuff. They just like send you an invite and then move on. They don't ever follow back up with you.
Monica.
Yes, sweetie. Hi, Valentina.
Hi. You know me with apps. I'm the worst.
Girl,
So
same, technologically challenged. It's okay.
No, you are in front of me. when I put on my app Google Calendar, I find a lot of different options. So would you please show us exactly which one is the one you use?
Google Calendar? Yeah. Hold on. Let me share my.
Because it shows different ones. So I just want to give the right one, I guess.
Yes,
Mm.
absolutely. Let me try. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Hold on.
Thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so I go to my Google Calendar, and I want to give you guys an example. You know what? I'm glad you asked, Valentina. I'd love to show you guys. So I obviously already cleared my pipeline from today. And by pipeline, I mean just like people who have shown interest in the past. So let's see tomorrow's. Like this is literally all the people I'm following up with tomorrow. Isn't that insane? And today was even like more people. But these are people that have probably shown me interest for months or have said to me, not right now, but thank you. I mean, it's kind of disorganized, but like I'm disorganized, so it just kind of works for me. But it's like not color coordinator or anything like that. But Google Calendar offers so many different options. Like you can color code it, you can like do all sorts of different reminders, but this is just how I keep track. And this is Wednesday's follow-ups. This is Thursday's follow-ups. Friday's follow-ups. Saturday, there's not that many. I have follow-ups for every single freaking day. And this pipeline over here, this has taken time to accumulate. These people have said no to me or not right now, probably for like a year and a half. And they keep on moving down the trenches of my calendar. They keep on moving down, you know, and I keep on following up with them. These people probably have like 10 follow-ups. Like if I pull them up, if I pull up Samantha Smeltzer tomorrow, she probably, like her and I have probably been talking for like a long time. But Valentina, this is like how my Google Calendar looks. It's like the basic form of Google Calendar. I have it pulled up on my computer. On my phone, it looks different. So maybe you can try on your computer. But that's just like how it looks. And it's like the same thing if you like use pen and paper, like the same method, but like your notebook or your planner is gonna basically like look the same, like with all these names like written down for like the November the 11th, the 12th, the 13th. You have all these Instagram handles written down, and those are the people you're like following up with every single day. But my list of follow-ups have like, when I first started coaching, they didn't look that full. I didn't have to follow up with that many people because I wasn't having that many conversations. Now, a year and a half in, like I've obviously accumulated all of these people that I'm connecting with. And like I said, I'm going to follow up with you till the day I die. I don't care how annoying I'm being. But until they either block me or delete me, like you're getting a follow-up. Sorry, not sorry. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I've never heard that idea, but I like it because I use Google Calendar for work a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. Krista actually, her and I were talking and she was like, how do you track your people? Like what's going on? Critty! Yeah, so she recently just started using Google Calendar and she's like, dude, yes, what just happened? This is great. Krista, oh yeah, I think let me unmute you. Or Jesse, can you unmute her? Okay, I think you're good.
Hi.
Hi!
I've only been doing this for just like barely a couple of weeks, but my days are starting to look like Monica's calendar with so many girls to follow up. And I think a lot, like I was getting lost in invite, and not really knowing how to track the girls that were responding, because in my mind, I'm like, if they don't sign up right away within the like initial message, then they probably don't want to join. So I would just drop them and never follow up with them again. Even if we were having like good conversation, I just like didn't really know where to put them or how. And this is so easy. It goes seriously right into my phone. It's the first thing I check. I don't have to run and get my notebook from over there. I don't have to find a pen. Like, it's so easy. Thanks, Monica.
Yes, of course. I agree. Like, I'm sometimes like, I don't know, out and about, and I'm like, I have to do my follow-ups. Oh my gosh. Cause like my brain has like major anxiety mode if like I haven't done my follow-ups by like 1 p.m. So like I can literally like pull up my Google Calendar on my phone, and I'm like, boom, follow-ups done from my car. Like, it's so cool. And it just helped so much, just like kind of stay on track. And like Krista said, don't give up on someone just because they said no. Like, because they said no, keep on following up with them. Like, if they said no to coaching, who are you to determine if they're not ready for a boot camp? Maybe they're just not ready for coaching right now. So, I mean, don't take the opportunity of a boot camp away from them, or just don't like disregard them altogether just because they said no. Like, if you respond to me even with a no, you're going in my Google Calendar. Like, for like, I'll probably invite you in like 3 weeks, or maybe like next month to my boot camp.
Quick question. So for new people, after you do the 3, 2, 1, do you only send the coaching invite first? That's the first one you send? You never send the bootcamp one first?
No, if it's people, I'm only inviting people to the coaching opportunity that are not following me back yet. So like the people that I'm like literally, I'm prospecting at this point. I'm just like looking for new people to follow. I invite them to the coaching opportunity, not to the boot camp. The boot camp, I'm only inviting people that are following me, because those people, they're seeing my content. They're seeing my stories. They're following me for a reason. So I invite them to my boot camp, unless they make a killer. Unless I'm vibing so much with them, I invite them to the coaching opportunity. But I probably, if you go through all my followers, I have invited them multiple times already. So that's why they like get an invitation to my boot camp. So whatever you take from this call, or if you take anything from this call, first things first, start off with your followers. Invite your followers, the people that are following you already. Like whatever like you do tonight, how about we start implementing like immediately? Tonight, go through your followers, your first 20 people, and invite them to your boot camp, or whatever you call it, your fit club, your accountability group, a challenge group, whatever you want to call it. And that way you always have someone to be inviting to. So many people are like, well, who do I invite? Well, first of all, your warm market. Second of all, your followers. Anyone else? Jesse said, I just say, hey, I know I invited you last month and you might have missed or might not be interested, but I am starting my next challenge group. Yes. Perfect. It's like literally that simple. Like, don't like get in your own head about it and say like, oh my gosh, like what if they think I'm annoying? Like they probably just got busy and didn't see it, or they forgot to respond.
Do you know the ones that look like they have never seen it? In that case, they just never open them, or what happens with those people?
Well, those people, like, since that's the thing with like my method, you know, they may like never they may never respond to me, they may never follow me back, and that's okay. Like that message probably goes in a different category of an inbox. And they just like don't see it, but that's like hit or miss at that point.
Yeah, because I sent like literally 38 invites and I saw like 15 saw it, and everybody else is like blank. It's like they never
saw it. That's okay. Sometimes like people that don't see it right away, they'll get back to me in like 2 months or 3 months, sometimes 6 months. Like, oh
so
my
you
God.
Leave it there. You just leave it there.
Yeah. And I don't follow up with those people until you say to me, I'm interested. That's when I start tracking you. I don't track people that I invite, you know, with the 3, 2, 1 method. I just like track them once they respond to me.
So you probably already said this, and I'm sorry. So if they saw the message, but they didn't respond, you get back to them eventually again? I'm a little confused. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So I actually don't. The method's my madness. This is me right now. I don't track the people. Like that's, I guess, like that's one negative thing about it is I don't track the people that I invite. I only track them when they respond. So they may have seen the message and I don't know they saw it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Unless I'll go back like through and like go through everyone that I invited and saw who saw the message. But that is up to you. If you want to track the people that you invite, but I just invite so many that like,
Yeah.
it was like, I would.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
You said, sorry, my voice is crazy. You said that you do go back and contact the people that never got back to you, that have like ghosted you. You don't track them though? Like, how do you just go back and like check your messages and see that they've ghosted you? And
so, I don't track the people that I invite that like I do the 3-2-1 method for my boot. So the people that I invite to my boot camps and I see that they've seen the message is because they're following me.
okay.
And like, I'll go through every single month. Like literally I have like over 4,000 followers, but I'll like start from the beginning and I'll like send like 30 invites and then 30 more the next day. Sometimes like 100 if I like literally don't have anything going on all day or like I'm just sitting on the couch. But I will see that they saw the message. The people that I do the 3-2-1 method and I'm like sending them an invite to coaching, there's like no really, there's no way I can really tell if they saw the message unless I go back and like look. But
Okay.
usually if they're like really interested right away, they'll see. Sarah is a prime example, Sarah Bystrom. I sent her an invite and I don't even think she followed me back. Maybe she did. I don't even know. But she saw the message. She didn't respond. I even said, like, so what do you think, girl? Because I think she did follow me back. And then she ghosted me again. And then I think she got back to me like a week later because I was on her mind. Like that invite was like on her mind. And she like probably looked through my Instagram and was like, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. But I actually am really interested in learning more. And she signed up the next day.
Cool.
Yeah, so of course. Let's see. You can use their. Yeah, Pam said you can use your regular calendar. Absolutely, your regular calendar app. I'm just saying Google Calendar because that's the only thing I've ever used. My Google Calendar. I have a question. What if a ton of our friends have Beachbody coaches currently, but they're not actively using them? Stacy, like you mean like your people that you know personally, they have coaches, but they're not like in a challenge group? I think you're muted.
Hi.
Yeah, that's good.
Hi. Most of my friends, especially from home, they're all involved with the same 3 coaches, but they don't use them at all. They're like, yeah, I hooked up with a coach, but they don't ever use it. So would you just steer away from trying to like recruit them? Because I'm just kind of wondering like kind of what we do, just kind of steer away from them, or to try and get them to come to us and be like, we can actually help you if their coach is not very productive or enticing or something.
Beachbody really frowns upon like us. Jesse, can you explain that to them? I know you told me this recently.
Yeah.
I had just unmuted myself. Okay, so just so you guys all know, if someone has a Beachbody coach and they come to you, whether they're a friend or they're not, Beachbody as a whole is a team, and we are all in this together. We're all building together, and we really want to support each other. So when someone comes to you, if they have a coach already, what you're supposed to be doing is sending them back to their coach. If their coach is not actively working the business, then they can let you know that and they can come to you. But they literally just posted, because honestly, when you go to these conferences, when you're at Summit, they are really big about us being a team and not being a company that like people are stealing each other's people and being like shady and gross about things. So they posted recently like a bunch of coaches, because if you are doing that to other coaches, like they'll find out. And you just want to make sure you're doing it the right way. So if their coach is not actively working and they come to you and you're like, hey, you really have to first check with your coach, and they do check with their coach and their coach doesn't have a challenge group going, then they can come back to you. But if their coach is actively working the business or has a group, they have to go back and check with that person first.
Okay. A lot of my friends, thank you for clarifying. A lot of my friends had kids. There's about 6 or so of them, and then they kind of just stopped working the business. So the friends that I reach out to, I didn't know they were even involved at all in beach fly. Like, oh, I'm actually set up with a coach, but I'm actually not doing anything. So I'm like, okay.
Well, and it sucks because sometimes the coach isn't doing anything. So it's like we should be able to help them. And then sometimes, like, we've had it happen in our, like, with my big inspiration crew with our team, where someone is like, oh, my coach isn't working the business. And then they find out it's like, or their coach is Ashley Smith, or their coach is, LA or someone. And it's like, we know they work their business every day. So they just want to make sure that we're all keeping that, like, kindness in our hearts and being like, hey, go back and check with them if they're not working the business. And if you can't get help from them, then come back to me. But I want to make sure that, like, I do it correctly, because you don't want to, like, screw someone over just because you don't want someone to do it back to you either.
Right. No, definitely. Okay.
Anyone else? Jessie, do you have anything else to add?
No, you did awesome, Monica, and that was super helpful. If you guys think of any more questions, reach out to Monica. She will answer them. And like we always tell you guys on calls, like, consistency and finding what works for you is going to be your key in this. So don't take Monica's script and use that exact script, because that's not you. And also, when Monica's sending her script, she doesn't want to send it to someone and they're like, oh, I just got that same message from someone else. So make sure you take it, make it your own, how you would talk, because if you're not doing it that way, you're going to feel gross about it anyways. And then implement what she says and what she's doing, and see, how is this working? Do you have to make something different? Also, if you have something that's working awesome, remember, you don't have to change it. This is what's working for Monica, and it's another way of doing things. So always, even with the national wake up calls, you guys take what you need from it, but don't feel like you have to switch what you're doing every single time. You want it, because I used to be horrible about that. I would be like, oh, well, this person's doing it this way and seeing success, so I got to do it this way. And then you switch all the time. But Monica, you did amazing. I'm so freaking proud of you. It's cool to actually, we were sitting here, I'm like, it's cool to see her doing a call. So yeah, it's crazy.
Thank you so much.
Me and Monica actually used to, like, drink. When I first started coaching, I literally, when I got asked to coach, I was eating McDonald's in the back of our in the back of our work, and I was like, this girl wants me to coach, like, I'm never gonna do this. And me and her would go out and drink all the time. And then I really started coaching, left our job. Monica joined. She wasn't actively working the business, but I kept telling her, like, dude, you can work the business and kill it, because I know that she would crush it. And once she did, she started doing it. So
it's just so crazy, and it goes to show, like, don't ever give up on someone. Like, Ashley Smith is Jessie's upline. And like I said, like, Jessie and I talk about this all the time, and we, like, die laughing. Because, like, when she told me that she got a DM from, like, her upline, Jessie and I were hungover as hell, like, just so hungover. She was eating an egg McMuffin from McDonald's, and she's like, so this girl Ashley just slipped into my DMs and she wants me to be a coach. I literally laughed in her face. I'm like, you a coach? You're freaking hungover right now. Like, do you even work out? And she was like, I don't know. She goes, yeah, no, screw that. And I literally, Jessie, I don't think I've ever told you this, but, like, a month into, like, your journey as a coach, I, like, went into the Top Golf. Jessie and I met at Top Golf. That's where we were working together. I went into the bathroom of Top Golf, and I, like, watched Ashley Smith's webinar in the Top Golf bathroom. I was like, oh, let's see what this girl's talking about. Like, and I literally started thinking about it. And that's when I was like, all right, maybe I'll do your boot camp first. But, like, it's just so crazy. Like, I'm a speaker on Jessie's call right now, and I'm like, what's life? Like, her and I were hot messes. Like, literally alcoholics.
So that's why I know if we can do this, you guys, like anybody can really do it.
Literally. I'm like, and you and I are still like not tech savvy. We still like are hot messes, but like with a burning passion in our belly to help people. But still a hot mess express, like till this day, but like in a more positive way. We have something we're working so hard for. Jesse's a freaking 6-figure earner. You're like my biggest inspiration ever. And just like you turned your life around, and I love you, and you saved my life too.
I love you too. And you guys, you really can do so much with this business. So just find what's working for you. Get off these calls and don't just feel fired up and be like, this was so awesome, and then do nothing. Because the point of these calls is so that you get off, you know that you can do this, and you implement things and crush it. Because anyone can be successful in this business. Like, you just have to want it, and you have to show up. You're going to get no's. You're going to have downs and ups in any business. So be ready for it and just know where you're going and that you're not going to quit. You're just going to keep moving forward the entire time. And if you haven't got your summit ticket, get it.
And the only thing that separates like a successful coach and a non-successful coach is not giving up. Like, that is it. Like, if you're here a year from now and you're like still like grinding and doing the things, you're going to be like so further along in your business. Like, I see so many coaches that are like, I'm just going to take a break. It's getting hard. I'm burnt out. Like, I'm tired of my full-time job. Like, my kids are stressing me out. I'm just going to take a break. But like, that's just going to like deter you from like where your main goal is. Like, it's just like not giving up and being consistent. Like, the only thing that I'm good at, I feel like, is just consistency and showing up every day, even on days I don't freaking feel like it. You know, and like, and even if you don't feel like it, show up and be vulnerable and like share like why you're having a shitty day, and share about like, you know, the ups and downs of your day. Like, you don't have to show up perfect. Nobody actually can even relate to perfect. They can relate to imperfection and like the things you're going through your life. So just think about that next time. Like, you're like, I don't want to show up today. You just have to. But anyway, should we do like a boomerang or?
Yes.
Or a picture, whatever you guys want to do. If you're like if you're not showing your face, and if you want to be in this, you want to or like start your video or whatever, show your face.
And can y'all all like smile for me? My mom's gonna take a picture of like me and like you guys together, so I can try to post
of course.
So after we do the boomerang.
Perfect.
Danny, you fire me up, just so you know.
I know, we
Fire
love
me
you,
up.
Danny. Freaking killing it. Okay, did I ever say like Danny is the definition of consistency right now? Like, showing up in her hospital bed, like this girl's going places. Just saying. You're amazing. All right, anyway,
Thank
let's
you guys.
all smile. Ready?
Wait, hold on. No, because I'm not ready, and now I keep looking at my phone. All right, hold on. Okay, ready? So, 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on. Did that work? Did someone else say hold on, or was that me echoing?
That was you. I was recording a video.
We've got Jesse's hold on ready to repeat.
No, we have it on 2 recordings.
Okay.
I was like trying to look at my phone and then look up, and I'm like, I can't do this right now.
Get me and then
Okay, so is everyone good? You got it?
We have to
Wait,
smile
can you
for
guys
Danny.
all smile one more time? Thank you guys.
Of course. All right, ladies, thank you so much. And Frankie.
Bye, you awesome.
Killed it, Monica.
Thanks, guys. Bye.